Hello everyone, my name is Halima Magaji and I'm the host of the Genius Podcast. Welcome back to another episode, our second episode. We're so excited. So today I have with me Clinton Emmanuel and he is our front-end engineer. And then I also have Kingsley and he's our business growth manager. And today we'll be talking about how we need to let Nigerian men breathe. We should not suffocate them with bills. I don't agree, but they are here to plead their cases. So today we're just going to be talking about, how I know that the honest truth of the matter is that men are faced with a lot of financial bills. A good example is I bill my younger brother. He was even complaining, he was really angry the other day. He said, other people, their elder sisters give them money, but you people, you collect for me. When I want to go and get food, he's the one that pays. When I want to eat out, he's the one that pays. The other day, he wanted to get a bag. Yes, nah. You have to collect the money. The other day, he got a bag for his girlfriend, and I just ordered two. Because one for me, one for the girlfriend. Yes, now. I don't understand. No, but it's the truth of the matter. Someone is not yet your wife, and you're taking care of her. What about your sister? I'm the one that listens whenever they're having issues and gives advice.
It mustn't be that time. At least you'd have ordered another time. So that you don't suffocate him.
Exactly.
That's the suffocation we're talking about.
So are you trying to discourage him from getting something for the girlfriend?
No, he can, but that's the time where the money is coming out, so it's easier.
So you also need to put in your own
yes, no, so the money will flow.
That's the suffocation we're talking about.
That's the suffocation that we're actually
too much pressure.
Exactly.
But do you guys actually feel like, what's your take on, being billed? I know that you mentioned while we were discussing behind the scenes about having to take care of your family, taking up the role of a father at a young age.
Yeah. Sometimes the billings can be so overwhelming. You have to... Why are you laughing?
Is it that overwhelming?
Very overwhelming.
I hear people do not deserve it.
How?
Nigerian men, but continue. Let's not go in that direction.
See the bonus, maybe you can't die for it.
No, I don't understand.
So the thing is, in as much as it's sometimes it can be very overwhelming, but sometimes you see that it's most of these billings are necessities that you still have to cater for. Yeah. I would say that we are men, and that's why we are created. But at the same time, we need to breathe.
So we need to breathe. But do you actually think that that's why men are created? To provide? Because you provide for your girlfriend, you provide for your mom, provide for your girlfriend. I said girlfriend already. Your sisters, sometimes even cousins and aunties even took their own. Because I know that there are times that my aunts come over and they shall find a way to just squeeze money out of her fees, my younger brother. There's just a way that you just squeeze money out of him.
Like that, your younger brother is...
No, he's going through life.
But what I would say about
we're practicing, we're helping him practice so that when he has a home, it's easier for him to, bring out things.
I was trying to say something. One thing about men is that the way we are wired to provide, to protect. Do you understand? So that mindset, that is actually inbuilt in us. That okay, each time, especially the female folks. It could be your mother, it could be your sisters, it could be your girlfriend. So you want to make sure that they are happy. At least you don't lose them to any other person.
But does it get overwhelming when you have to provide for so many people? That's the question.
Yeah, let me take off on that. It is very well, because let's say for instance your sister is in school, in my case, and not really help is coming from someone, although dad is also trying, but you as a senior brother, and also the especially first issues, they still shake it, but yeah, let's not talk about that.
Practice.
You will as well assist your dad in any way you can, right? If he's maybe making 50 or maybe 80% contribution, the rest of the contribution has to be on you. And then if there is anything going on in the family, as long as you're working, even though you're not working as well, you have to still look for a way that you have to provide for them. So sometimes that can be overwhelming, and if care is not taken for those that have negative mindset or something like that, that's something that you hear tomorrow, that it's pushed someone to go and do something that they are not supposed to do, which is actually not fair. So yeah.
So there's a question that I have.
Okay.
Yeah. And my question is about what you said about the fact that So for me, in my situation, my dad is late. And that's the reason why. So before my dad passed on, if I had anything, I would most likely not direct it to my younger brother. If I needed any extra anything outside of probably the budget I have for the month with my salary, I would have directed it to my dad. So I think it's an interesting take that regardless of the fact that your father is still present, you still need to chip in.
Yeah.
Okay, I would just take that question because for me, I have two younger siblings who are in school, and one is in private university. Then the other one is in federal university. But the thing is, I'm the only one footing the bills. I mean, 100%, including feeding and everything. And in as much as I feel happy doing that, at some point it's overwhelming. But the thing is, I don't want my sisters to be irresponsible. I mean in school. So I would want to work and would want to do more to make sure that, okay, I provide the basic needs they need to be okay in the school. Yeah.
So I'm sorry to ask this question. If your father was present and he was still alive, would you still feel that need to still chip in something for them?
Definitely, I would be, at least I'll be contributing 50% of that.
Yeah,
To help my
That's
dad.
interesting.
let me also talk on that, right? My dad is actually still alive, and yes, he is contributing. But you, like the question you asked, right? Even though you don't want to, you have to, because one, she's your sister, and then some part of you will feel like it's your responsibility since you guys are not together. Because me, I'm not with my sister, but every time she's always in my heart. I'll be like, how far has she eaten this and that? And then even though I don't ask, right, there are some things that I know my sister, there are some things that she may not actually be free to discuss with dad, right, but she can be free to discuss it with me. Then if it's something that has to do with finances, obviously you know that the billing is falling on me and not on dad. Now it is now up to me to know if I can foot it 100% or if I can go and meet dad, probably not tell her what we discussed, but look for a way that I can get the money from him, right? If he can bring it, fine. But if he can't, I'll have to look for a way to give her the money. Because I know that if I don't give her, there are some things that I used to hear online. I don't want to say it.
So,
that if you don't give her,
and she's in school.
there are others that can give.
That can
and
give
then,
her.
You know how the world works, right? How the world works. Some things like guys that is not exactly. I don't want her to go and
Yes.
seek for. I don't think. No. I don't want it because I know that a man, yes, there are genuine ones, but there are some that if they give you something, they would want something back. And if I ever catch my sister doing something like that, it's going to actually break my heart. And you see that man. Anyways,
Just to add one more thing, in as much as I wouldn't want my sister to be misbehaving in school, do you understand? So I don't stop them from having boyfriends or something, but they can just have a boyfriend, but it shouldn't be based on what they are getting from that boyfriend.
That's so interesting.
Do you understand? So I'm making sure that I'm providing everything for them, so that if they're having boyfriend, whatever they are doing, so their head dead there. It's not that they are doing it because of that money, because you can't come and tell me stories tomorrow that
True,
okay,
that
I did it because of money, because I make sure that all you need I am providing.
Oh, that's so interesting. So I have a question. Is it applicable to your brothers too?
What do you call it?
This energy,
No.
is it applicable to your younger brothers too?
It is actually for me because my younger brother is still a small kid, right? Still a small boy. But then once he gets to that teenage age, it's no longer applicable because I actually started hustling from 15 years. So I expect him actually to start from there, not like hustling, right? But at least start getting the mindset of what, like the responsibilities of a man. It's better for you to start at that young age so that you don't end up being maybe, I don't want to use the word useless person, but yeah, exactly, so that you know it.
I was having a conversation with someone and the person said that the reason why men are more, business oriented and prone is because at a young age they had to provide for like a lot of people. So by the time you're in that situation whereby you have to provide for so many people and you have to take care of so many people, and you have to take up the role of a provider, nobody will tell you. Your brain will start working on how to make money. So my question now is, how do you ensure that all these these billings do not crumble or wreck you, quotes and unquotes? Because I'm actually thinking about it from the perspective of even my younger brother. My younger brother is currently doing NYSC. Alawi is 30K. Nimasa is not paying him up to 100K. But somehow, he still has to buy a bag for both me
And the girlfriend.
and his girlfriend.
And you're earning,
And I'm earning way more than him.
way more than that.
Yes.
So I feel, see, there is no amount of money in girls' aspect. I mean, from my sister's aspect, I don't have a girlfriend, so I can't talk about that, Sha. But from my sister's aspect, what she said the other time, right? There is no amount of money a female will have that will be enough compared to the one that she eats either from the husband.
She gets from everywhere.
From the brother.
Relax.
She gets everywhere. She gets everywhere.
Exactly. That money they get from their brother is usually like it touches their brain.
It makes you happy. Actually, that's the honest truth. I was saying
pockets.
it before we even started this, that I have a budget at the beginning of the month, and in my budget, I just have to allocate to my providers. Like, not that I'm giving you money. Oh. For example, my nails now, I just have to allocate to somebody. I went to do my nails.
Call the person.
Call them. Call
The
them.
person doesn't
She should
know.
call them.
I went to do my nails the other day and I hated it. I tried someone new and I hated it. Like, I just hated the nails. And I was like, I can't afford to take money out of my pockets to redo these nails.
Oh.
So you know what I did? I stylishly went to go and complain to a particular friend of mine.
Yes, you
My
understand.
friend now immediately said, you know what? I'll drive you to go and get new nails and I'll pay for it. So do you understand what I'm trying to say? So how, like, and these things are really random. It's not like it's planned. It's not like at the beginning of the month, you know that, oh, I'm allocating this amount, I'm allocating this amount. So how are you guys able to, just mitigate all of this?
Okay, I'll just say that, as a man, you know that you've got a lot of responsibilities.
Yes.
So you must make sure that for you to be able to meet those needs, you must make sure that at least you are saving enough.
Yeah,
You have savings, because that is one thing that leads to financial pressure is when you don't have enough savings. If you have savings and all those needs come, so okay, at least I have something.
Bro, I object. See,
I'm coming.
There is no amount of savings that you have that ladies, especially girlfriends, will not exceed.
No, I'm coming.
Bro,
I'm actually driving at something.
Because
Except you have a responsible girl as your girl, right?
Hair's 500 though.
Has someone billed you 500K for just hair that they will take for
I'm
2
coming.
weeks?
I'm coming. In as much as you have to cater for those needs, just like I said earlier, before we started this section. So I said, so in as much as you have to cater for all those needs, you should also do it based on your capacity. You know what you can carry.
True.
Do you understand? So imagine, okay,
So you need to be able to say no to certain things.
Yes. You can say
Never drag me for a rule.
no.
I just imagine someone saying no to happy saying no to me when I say I want Jay's diner.
Exactly. Typical example of what we have here.
For
Like,
instance,
you're literally going to be in
What do you
problem.
mean what we have here?
You're going to
No.
have, see, let me tell you, okay, let me just use my friend, for instance. It's not like something was happening between us, but it's just like friendship that was supposed to lead to something, but then it has to stop. Like, it had to stop along the way, right? You want to make hair, right? And your hair normally, if you're making hair from your own pocket, you estimate like on 50, 70K.
50, 70K, yeah.
Now, I don't know if you remember during the days of this thing that trended, what was this hair that you guys...
Bone Street.
Exactly,
Bone
Bone
Street,
Street.
yeah.
That it was around, I think, 300 or 400 something.
And
And my salary then was around, I think, 100 and something K. I want to make something like that. Okay, yes, you are aware that I make savings, right? And then my savings is not just maybe, you know that I have a sister. Now I'm staying alone, and that house I'm staying, I'm paying for house rent. The provisions, I'm the one buying it. It's not like parents are doing anything for me. Baba, they don't chase me come off for. They don't chase me. They don't chase me come off for house. And you want me to get to afford that? Where do you think I can get that money? Now saying no. Obviously, like I said in the beginning of the podcast that I'm single. I'm no longer with anybody.
Okay,
So,
would it be better that you stole than they killed you?
That's what I'm saying. If you say no, there is always a repercussion. Exactly. There is a consequence for that.
I understand. It's not.
This is so interesting because I remember there was someone that I used to date when I was in uni. Absolutely fantastic person. So then he was earning, I was even earning more than him because I was working in uni. So I earned really well while I was in uni. So he was earning about 200K. And then, so during Valentine's Day, before Valentine's Day, he asked for a list. And obviously, hair has to be in that list. There's no how. Outside of food, outside of flowers, outside of
Are you a flower girl?
Yes, I'm a flower person. Do you know it's so ironic? August 1st is National Girlfriend's Day. I'm not dating anybody, but my friend, I sent him message and flower link that I'm here, and this is exactly what I said. I'm here to benefit what I'm not entitled to. Please buy me flower for National Girlfriend Day. Now I'm a flowers person.
Okay, Alim, I want to say something. You know, when I was saying this, I said, so if you're going to be catering for needs, it should be within your capacity.
That's
what
true.
You can carry.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
That's true.
So you can't just go to borrow to buy hair. That you start repaying the loan.
That's a test of your love.
No,
I beg to differ.
I don't think I can do
I'm
that.
joking,
No.
That's not smart.
I don't think
Even
I
if
can
I
do
feel
that.
like I'll dump you if you do something like that.
If I have to
I'm
borrow
coming.
to take care of you,
Then
then you're
you're-
not.
yes.
Then I'm not worth you, and you're not worth me.
Thank
Yes.
you. That's just it. So
We're
you
not
should
aligned
know,
with each other.
okay, because you guys are growing together. She
And you should know
understands.
the size of your partner,
Thank
the
you.
person you call a partner.
Thank
you should
you.
know what the person can afford. Then I actually get the point you're coming from, right? But then the question now, or should I say where I'm driving at now is, initially, it might not actually, they can portray themselves as, yes, I understand, and stuff like that, right?
But there will
Then
be a shift of anger, yes.
eventually, if they keep on like
Asking
maybe
for that thing.
do something this, and you try to give them a reason, and that reason is a genuine one,
I understand what you're
they can pick offense.
Okay.
So what I understand what
Let
he
me
was
say
trying
something
to say.
first. Because there's one thing I used to do. I know my girlfriend's needs. Do you understand? So, in as much as I don't have it at that time, I'm planning towards that. And most times
so
I
cute.
used to surprise her.
Oh, that's so cute.
Do you understand?
Oh, you're such
And
a
she
nice
understands me. Do you understand? She understands me. So it's not every time. If she asked me for anything, I said, for now, I don't have it.
Igbo men doing it.
No.
Igbo men
Not about
doing
Igbo
it.
men.
They
But
walk towards it. They don't just say, oh, I can't provide. They walked.
What I would say
Yes.
it's all about personality actually, and who you are with. If somebody that understands you, understand where you're coming from, understand the responsibility that you have, the person will support you.
Actually,
it's all
that's
about
true.
support.
So that's what I was saying. I was saying that that person, so I sent him a list and he couldn't afford some things on the list. And I had to understand within that
Perfect.
thing that you're earning this amount and it's ridiculous for you to even do
Pick out
do you
that
get what I'm
amount,
trying
yeah.
to say? The first time he even got me a wig that was more than his salary, I had to ask him like, please, I hope we're not doing fraud. I beg.
You see,
Yes,
that's just
this is
because
not
you're,
carry me,
because
I
you're very
beg.
understanding.
Do you understand?
Because you're very
So
understanding.
you have
that's
to, yeah.
just it.
And I think another thing is, so apart from being able to know your capacity and being with someone that also, there's a difference between
Understands
knowing your capacity
capacity
and being with someone that knows
understands.
your capacity.
Exactly.
I think another thing is little things like, you know, insurance. Obviously, I have to plug insurance into this. You know, little things like that that enable you save money and all of that. Because a good example, my car went to go and spoil you, and my insurance expired on the
You had to
7th
call
of
your
July, and money I had already budgeted for other things. I had to now put it into fixing a car. Do you get what I'm
Okay,
trying to say?
yeah.
So all those things help you because by the time you're able to put those things in place, you don't have unexpected expenses during
Yeah,
that month, and
yeah.
you're able to allocate, okay, if this person needs this little extra, I'm able to put that there. rather than something unexpected happening and then we're all in because people are relying on you financially.
Even
We're
last
all in.
year, let me share this. Last year, so I got insurance for my mom. So I had to get for my girlfriend's mom as well.
No, that's so
And it happened.
Igbo men do it.
No, you know, I was working with insurance company, so I just got it for my mom, and I needed to get it for my girlfriend's mom as well. So along the line, she fell ill, and she was critically ill. So she was rushed to the hospital. The money I used in buying that insurance, they pay if they didn't use the woman wasn't covered in insurance plan or something. They would have paid times, let me say,
And you'd
15
have
of
been
that.
expected to show up actually.
Do you understand?
You'd have been expected
so, and
to
my
contribute
girlfriend,
financially.
she's not an insurance person,
Yeah.
but then she knew
The
the
importance.
importance of
Igbo men
insurance.
do it.
Well, me, it's actually good that you guys spoke about insurance because it was something that it's one of the mistakes I made and it kind of like affected me. I think that should be last 2 weeks when my mom fell ill. She went to the hospital and then did some tests and stuff like came out and the money was actually outrageous. I can't mention it, but yeah, it happened that I was the only person that had insurance with me and they don't have.
And
So
you're
it's
working in
now
an insurance
something.
company. You couldn't get insurance for your mom.
Well, that like I said, that's one of the things I regret, right? But it's something that
I had
I'm
to
working
learn
towards.
from,
Exactly,
yeah,
I had to learn from it. So, as it is now, I'm just like I've already made out plan to just not just my mom, but
Okay.
all my siblings as well, so that I can get them. Even my sister that's in school, right? I can get them and then like put them on cover. Then whenever something happens. whenever something happens, then they can actually like
Yeah.
but yeah, I think insurance is actually one of the greatest and even myself it has helped me a very long time. It's just so unfortunate that I was reluctant on.
Even currently, my baby is talking to me about getting gadget insurance for their staff members. She's an HR,
Yeah.
so she's talking about gadget insurance for their staff members.
Because she was able to learn from
yeah,
that.
she learned from it.
So we can see that Nigerian men are going through a lot. My stand has changed because these men have shared some
Stop being
view.
your brother too much.
Actually,
Stop being your brother too
I
much.
need to go and kneel down for that boy. I'm
Stop
begging.
suffocating him. It's
No,
too much.
I need to let him breathe actually. I'm sorry for all the times that I abused you. And I actually think I need to actually extend that thing whereby I'm able to buy him things randomly. Because he actually complained
See,
about
let me tell you
it.
something. Do you know, in as much as we are providers, I don't think there is any other person that appreciates the little thing that you get from them.
Like men.
Exactly.
My goodness.
As
Do you know that what I
small as I didn't say you should go and buy singlet though because that is overrated.
No.
As-
I got a spa this thing for my friend and you needed to see the way it was.
Like we so much appreciate it
Yes.
that because
Because nobody
we feel
provides for you.
exactly we feel
Nobody
like
provides
we
for
are
us,
just
that's
the one
just it.
providing, right? But if you do that, although there are some bad eggs, so because there are some people that are very ungrateful, and I've actually like I had a friend like that, spoke to him and saw that this one is someone that I can't even if I see a girl beside him, I'll have to I like advise that girl, hope you're okay.
None.
So, but aside from that, there are some people that I'm also part of the list. The small thing, the smallest thing that you get them, they so much appreciate it that they can never forget. Even after the wristwatch, when I was in secondary school, the wristwatch, there was this girl, I was crushing on her then.
And she got a wristwatch.
Like she,
You were dating her. Even
even till now, I still remember it that if eventually we cross paths tomorrow, like I don't mind if she's single, I don't mind not being single again. You get to be honest. To be honest, and then like to me, I actually appreciated it and it meant a lot to me. You get
Actually,
So-
men need to be appreciated because
Yeah.
most of us don't get anything.
So women, I think some things
don't
that we
get
can
anything.
learn from this is that we should try to give back to our providers. That's one. Two, also try to like break down your billings. If you want to buy 500,000 naira, don't allocate it to just one man. Divide and conquer.
No, I don't understand.
I disagree. Are you trying
I don't understand.
No,
I don't understand.
Wait, are you trying to advise them to have more than one?
No,
man?
I'm not saying not man. No, please be loyal. No, I'm talking about divide and conquer. You can give half to your father, half to your brother,
Hey,
half
that
to
makes
your
sense.
uncle,
That makes sense.
half to your boyfriend. But if you are not single and you have a lot of toasters around you, you cannot divide and conquer.
See, let me tell you. See, if I really love you, you don't need to bill me to spend on you.
Thank you.
Hey, Igbo men do it.
No, it's not about Igbo men. It's
that's
not
what I
about
said.
Igbo men.
That's what I said.
If I really see, let me tell
I
you.
need to change my demographic of dating pool.
See, let me tell you.
It's
let
like
me-
I need to move to the east.
See,
Maybe I should move
see,
to
see,
Anambra
calm
from
down.
Imo. I need to move to
See,
the
calm
east.
down, calm down, calm down.
But it's actually
See,
the truth of
let me
the
tell you.
matter.
Let me
Men
tell you.
that care about you will provide for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, the thing there is that, what was it I wanted to say before? So, when you bill a guy, right? You guys call it boyfriend, girlfriend. You guys are in a relationship, and you bill a guy. Now, he will now feel like sometimes he may actually feel like, okay, your billing is too much. And then if he now happens to have all these bad friends around that will start talking to him, stuff like that, that you don't really need to stick with one woman and stuff like that, then his perspective about you might change. You get.
Don't bill men. Work hard.
No, I'm not saying you should not bill men. Of course, there are necessary bills that you are expected. Since you call yourself my partner, you are expected to do something like that. But do you really need me to remind you so that you can do something like that?
Wow.
That's the question.
Are you sure you want to remain single?
What I want to say, what I want to
bless
add,
my friend.
I want to add something quickly.
Office relationship. Let me bless my friend.
I want to add something. Halima, I want to add something quickly. So, in the billings, I just want the billers to note one thing, to be able to separate wants from needs.
So yeah, the cost of your billing.
Because if you're putting everything together, aggregating everything together, it makes it so overwhelming for the person footing those bills.
Men are actually going through a lot. So I think we've learned a lot from this. Not only have we learned that, as a man, you should only take according to your capacity and you should in the process of providing for others. But my women have jot things down as well. Only bill when it's necessary. And work hard for your money. I think it's also very important for women to work hard for their money, actually. I think that's very, very important. This was a really interesting episode. I actually learned a lot of things. I actually
don't also forget.
No, my brother. That's what I was about to say. I have a perspective shift. Maybe I should go and buy him something today. He'll be so surprised.
Buy something for
Yeah,
him.
maybe I should get
You
food on
see
my
that
way
you-
home.
Like, look at his countenance.
Yeah, he likes
telling you.
TNT wings from Jay's Diner, so I'll order
Oh.
on the way home. Yeah. So yeah, we should also be able to give back to the people that give to us. Thank you guys so much for being on this today. I actually learned a lot, and you also, re-established my motive to marry an Igbo man.
You're available.
Yes.
Yeah, we're always available.
Yeah, I'm single, so Igbo men only. If you're into my DMs, Igbo men only.
Very good.
But yeah, all right, guys. Thank you so much for being on this with us.
Thank you.
And I really appreciate it. I actually learned a lot from you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank
Bye,
you.
guys. And it's a wrap, guys, for today. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, My Cover Genius. And also don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and even LinkedIn. Like, you do not want to miss the updates at My Cover Genius. And if you'd love to purchase insurance products, you know the place to be: www.mycovergenius.com. Thank you guys so much, and I can't wait to see you the next time.